You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Copen. It is great to be here with you guys. Sorry I'm running a little late today. I just had a conference call regarding Alan and some stuff that's going on with him at school. Everything's okay, but I just got held up with that, so that's why I'm a little late. Other than that, we got a great show for you guys today. I am fully stocked up with $5 trades for you guys, and a whole new collection of single issues, and some deals on some excellent rack books on the bottom here, bottom rack books. So let's get going. As always, you spend $25 with me, you're going to get to spin the wheel. And if you spend $50 with me and you're located within the United States, you get free shipping on your order. We also have some awesome modern FOMO books today, some books that are actually picking up in value as we speak. So let's dive into it. Chris Deiskell says when he grows up, he wants to be me. What's up, Tori? How you doing? Oh, and we also have a new FOMO video today. In honor of Tori, I had to take Tori's feedback and create a whole new FOMO video. And I'm actually really happy with this one. I think you guys will be too. All right, let's get going. First book of the afternoon that we have here is Amazing Spider-Man number 260. We got Hobgoblin and Harry Osborn and Spidey. Spidey and Hobby are fighting. Let's see who worked on this issue. Issue 260. Tom DeFalco and Ron Frenz is the penciler. This is interesting. And Brett Breeding is a finisher on this too. Very interesting. Now, this is a couple issues right before Spider-Man gets his symbiote outfit. And this is a pretty clean copy of the book here. I don't see any ticks on it, nothing. You're looking at a VF on this in that case. And this is a direct edition copy of the book. It is going to go for just $10 today. $10 for Amazing Spider-Man number 260. This was one of our FOMO books from the last episode we did. The next book I have here is Fantastic Four number 192. FF 192. What's going on the cover? What starts as a car race turns into Holocaust. Lo, the screaming wind. The Torch fights alone against the most surprising supervillain of all. Huh. That's interesting. It's going to go for $5. Yes, I will play the Sarah Connor promo later. Before we end today's episode, I will play it for you. We also have to play the Chris Deiskell video at some point in this episode too. All right, I have Daredevil number 231 here. Now, this is part of the Born Again run that was done by Frank Miller. If there was ever a Daredevil run that made me a fan of the character, it was Born Again. In fact, one of the first things I did, so most of you guys know I got divorced in 2022, but I started my business in 2020. When I started my business in 2020, I didn't really have the capital to start reselling comics. So what I did was I worked off of my personal collection. And so I had to sell through a lot of the personal stuff that I had. So I got divorced. I moved back home. And one of the things I kind of did to kind of piece my life back together is I started my own collection. And I put together back the books that I wanted to own in my collection. And one of those books was definitely the Daredevil Born Again run, which I sold the whole run itself in the beginning. If you guys have been watching the show for a long time, you guys will know that you guys may have seen that episode where I sold off my Born Again run. But this is issue 231. It is a newsstand copy. And this is a pretty intense issue of Daredevil. Now, Daredevil Born Again is the title of the new Disney show, but the Born Again story was more aptly told in season 3 of Daredevil, which was by far the best season of the Netflix show. I really loved Daredevil season 3. This is going to go for just $5 today for Daredevil 231 newsstand copy. Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli on this. Is it Mazzucchelli or Mazzucchelli? think it was Mazzucchelli. I remember seeing him give a lecture once online, and he mentioned the correct way to pronounce his name. He is one of my favorite freaking artists, by the way. I have Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 104. Lois Lane's greatest scoops. Superman's powers transferred to girl reporter. Now we see that Lois Lane is actually Superwoman. And that has actually been a really great run. But this is also a DC giant-sized Lois Lane issue. It's got a 25-cent cover price on it, but we're going to sell it today for $5. I have Crypt of Shadows for you horror fans out there. Crypt of Shadows number 7. Crypt of Shadows. You turned us into ghosts, Bluebeard. No, keep away from me. And now we're going to do the same thing to you. The haunting of the Bluebeard. Crypt of Shadows number 7 is going to go for $5. You know what I find really fascinating? The very first appearance of Yisun Shin in a comic book actually appeared in a horror comic. I actually find that really interesting. But you never know what you can find in some of these horror stories, because they're all like, they're all kind of like based on different myths and legends, and sometimes, and a lot of the time, I believe they're also original stories too. But what a cover! This is going to go for just $5 for Crypt of Shadows number 5. 5. All right, I have The Road to the White House, Barack Obama, number 1 from IDW. And he's holding up his hand, and he is pleading the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how he's got all his fingers up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Barack Obama, $5. That book's got to go. If I'm busting out the Fifth Amendment here, it's got to go. That means it's time to sell it. Next up, I have Ghost Rider number 1. This is from Ed Brisson. This is going to go for $5. Is he really? No, he's not. I wish I could be secretly dating Jennifer Aniston. I saw her through a restaurant window once. When I was living in Hollywood, and like she was like eating dinner, and I was like, "Can I hold your fork for you, ma'am?" And she just looked at me and was like, "Oh," and I just kept going. Obama probably had to have better luck anyway. She can kiss my ass now. She got all old and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Stop it. Onrie doesn't judge. Onrie doesn't judge. That's the rumor. Fog in the window. I was like breathing in. Is that a Caesar salad? All right. Ghost Rider number 1. $5 on this. Chris Nash, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I have Venom number 1. Venom number 1. Start of Donny Cates' run with Ryan Stegman. This is where we see the introduction of what's his face? The guy. Null. And I have to say, I am really impressed with how they worked all that Donny Cates stuff into the Marvel Spider-Man 2 video game. That was really cool. So Venom number 1. First issue, $10 on this. And then I have Spawn number 4. I'm having a really hard time booting these books out of my collection. Spawn number 4 is going to go for $5. Everybody's like, "Oh, I already have this issue." Yeah, I have it. Only you should get another copy of it, you idiot! Issue 4. Going for $5. And then I have Marvel's number 4. This is the last issue. We got a cool acetate cover here. Covers and interiors by Alex Ross. Some really, really gorgeous work here. Totally Fog in the Window. Look at this beautiful artwork here. Jennifer Aniston, and then I say that to her. I say, Jennifer Aniston, I love you. Make me a sandwich through the window, and like right next to her, or right next to me outside of the window is Sarah Michelle Gellar, and she's just like giving me this look like that. I thought I was gonna make your sandwiches. I'll be like, hey, I like having multiple sandwiches. All right. I'm a multi-sandwich kind of guy. Now get to work! Oh, boy. A canceling is a-coming. I kind of like telling Hollywood stars what to do. Kind of like my thing. Wish I could be, their boss, their managers. Trying to get the tape off so I can reseal this book here. All right. Well, anywho, Marvel's number 4 is going to go for just $8 today. $8. I'm into it for $5, so I'd like to get $8 on it and bring it down from 10. So 8. Do you love her? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kinda. She always has to make me the vegan sandwiches. I don't like vegan. Throw on the meat. All right, I got Captain America 222, The Monumental Menace. Cap is fighting Abraham Lincoln. Well, what's funny is I actually think Jennifer Aniston is Abraham Lincoln. She's so hot, she's Abraham Lincoln. All right, anyway. That's not very patriotic. I've been attacked by Kickin spies, even aliens, but a statue? Cap's never had that done before. Now, this is a really, really clean copy of this book. We're talking very fine plus newsstand copy, and it's in a beautiful Mylar. I have a price tag of $20 on this book, but I will take a best offer on it. If you really want this, I want you to have it. It's Captain America and Falcon 222, really clean copy. Let me know if you want to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it! I have Captain Marvel, number 2, which is going to go for just $3 right now. $3 on this bad boy. It's like, buy this book. I'm going to punch you in the face and make Onrie a sandwich. Oh! But it's not going to be a yummy sandwich. It's going to be a fist knuckle sandwich. Oh. Biceps for breakfast. Let's do it. All right. Next up, I have David Anthony Kraft's Comics Interview. We got interviews here by Mark Grunwald, June Foray, and Neil Harris. This is issue 54 of Comics Interview, and it's going to go for just $5. David Anthony Kraft, who published this, was my co-writer and very good friend and mentor. So this is, anytime I see anything that he published out in the world, I always grab it. And I'm always going to talk about him. That's how we keep the legend alive. And the legend really stays alive when you pick up these books and buy them and read them. And a copy of Comics Interview for just $5, look it up on the internet. It's, that's a steal. We got David Moore in the house. David Moore! All right, we're playing the David Moore video. David Moore! Just so he's not feeling left out.
Chris, that is no bathroom. Damn, Your Honor. What you talking about, Willis? If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Kiss my purple ass. Can I use the bathroom? So see my yates.
Is your brain scrambled yet? All right, I got Conan number 73. Conan the Barbarian number 73. Really epic cover here. You have his girlfriend that's about to be eaten by some kind of fish creature. It kind of looks like Neil Gaiman, if you ask me. Am I right? Am I right? Or is that too soon? That too soon? It's too soon. Okay, anyway, we got Conan the Barbarian, number 73 going for $5, and Comics Interview 54 going for $5. Holy moly. All right, now, quit messing around. We don't got time for messing around. Oh, Conan. All right. I have a bunch of Futures End issues here. They're all lenticular covers. They're all going for $3. $3 a piece. So you guys can grab them all at $3 a piece. I'm going to start showing them right now. And when you see it, call it. I have Batwoman. Actually, I have 2 copies of Batwoman. Earth 2. Superman. The Infinity Man and the Forever People. Justice League United. Birds of Prey. Catwoman. And then I have Aquaman. Do I take Shackles? Shekels? I take Shackles. Shekels, Shackles. Shekels, yes, I'll take them. All right, next up, I have New X-Men, number 114. First appearance of Cassandra Nova. Number 115 is the first appearance of Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And then number 116 is the end of that arc. So I've been offering deals on this set of books for a while now. No one's jumped on it. We actually sold these books, but the person who claimed them never paid for them. So we kind of missed the bus here. So, because this would have been, the time to sell this would have been when Deadpool and Wolverine came out, because Cassandra Nova was the main villain of that. And I think she did a really great job in her role. She was a great villain. But now we're in a little bit of a situation where I'm stuck with these books and I need to move them. So at this point, what I'm willing to do is $30 on the whole set. So all 3 books at $30. You're getting 2, first appearances here at $30. 2 first apps at $30. And then I have Exterminators, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. This set's going to go for just $5. It needs to go. $5 and it's all yours. It's $1.25 a book. All right. Now, without further ado, it is time to bust out Dem Trades. Dem Trades is a coming. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to start off with 52, the novel by Greg Cox. So it's actually a book. It's not a graphic novel, but it is about 52. And it's all 52 issues written in prose form. This is going to go for $5. I have Leon the Extraordinary from Scholastic. This is going to go for $5. Brand new book. Normally $13. You can get it for $5. I have Die, Die, Die by Chris Burnham and Robert Kirkman, volumes 1 and 2. And I'm going to let you guys in on something. These books are signed by Chris Burnham. Right here. Die, Die, Die goes off to David Moore. Now, I had planned to sell those books at cover price because essentially that's what I was into them for. So I spent $40 on those books that David Moore is now getting for $10. Why am I doing that? Because I have to clear out stuff. And at this point, this stuff has been sitting on my eBay store for way too long. And as far as I'm concerned, holding on to it until I find someone to buy it at $40 is going to take up too much space in my house. So it's better to just let it go. I supported the creator. He's out there doing his thing, and that's what matters. All right, awesome. And the Exterminators are off to David Moore. Thank God. Whew. All right. I have War Zones, Guardians of Nowhere. That's going to go for $5. Guardians of the Galaxy, Looking Through the Looking Glass. Sorry, $5. The Incredible Hercules, The Mighty Thorcules, that's going to go for $5. D. Hausner, what's up, my brother? Incorruptible, Volume 2. This is a really cool series here. I have a noir book here called It Rhymes with Lust. Bust? Trust? Crust? What rhymes? What else rhymes with lust? Journey to the Just. I have Journey to the Center of the Earth. The graphic novel adaptation. This is pretty cool. It almost looks like Alex Raymond artwork. Really cool. What's up, Phil Ailing? We got Phil Ailing and D. Hausner in the house. I'm doing $5 trades right now for you guys. $5 trades. Thrust. Oh, Rudy said thrust. That does rhyme with lust. Boy, would I like to thrust. Now that we got love, what are we gonna do with it? I wanted Sarah Michelle Gellar to, to see the last episode I put up. I professed my love to her on that episode. I don't think anything got through to her, though. She's a difficult lass. All right, I have Judd Winnick, Green Arrow, Crawling Through the Wreckage. $5, normally a $13 book. DC Universe, The Stories of Alan Moore. Holy crap. Holy moly. David Moore, your mom, Alan Moore, she's got a graphic novel. She's apparently a really big deal in the comics world. Your bearded mom. There's Superman Man of Tomorrow's in here. What else is in here? Some Batman stories. Killing Joke is in here. That's really awesome. This is a $20 book you can get for $5. Alan Moore. Off to David Moore. Your mom would be so proud of you, David Moore. Now that we got love, what are we gonna do? Sorry. The Picture of Dorian Gray, a graphic novel. I actually have 2 copies of this, and it is just $5. Picture of Dorian Gray. Pretty interesting graphic novel. Some cool black and whites. Sorry, Rudy, got claimed by David Moore. Dorian Gray. The Picture of Dorian Gray. 2 copies of this for $5. I have The Uncanny Avengers Civil War 2. I'm actually reading a lot of this stuff right now. This is going to go for $5. I have Uncanny Avengers Avenge the Earth. Got some Kang here. Kang action. Secret Avengers. Got a hardcover here that's sealed. Normally a $25 book. Secret Avengers going for $5. Nova, Volume 3. This is Nova Corpse, going for $5. And Nova Homecoming, Volume 6, $5. And then next up I have Prisoner of Love, X Factor Special, going for $5. Astonishing X-Men, Monstrous, Ghost Box, and Ghost Box. Those are all going for $5 a pop. No. That song is so stuck in my head. More than $5 trades. Dorian Gray and Nova get claimed. Clean me out, guys. This stuff all has to go. I'm doing a huge blowout of graphic novels right now because I'm consolidating my collection and bringing everything back to my house and leaving the warehouse. So basically, I'm going to be over the next month bringing my entire collection into my basement, which will be actually great for us because that way, I'll never run out of stuff. I'll always have something to sling for you guys. And it'll be a lot easier for circulation and to know what I have in stock. So anytime you guys are missing something, you guys can always reach out to me and be like, hey, Onrie, I'm looking for this. And I'll see if I have it. I'll grab it for you. Okay. I have JLA Golden Perfect going for $5. JLA Divided We Fall, $5. And I have JLA Crisis of Conscience, $5. What's up, Heath? How you doing? Comics on demand. You know it. Always. Think of me like this. I'm your comic book food truck. Like there are people who have comic shops. I don't think I ever want to own a comic shop because that really limits my mobility. So I'm your food truck guy when it comes to the collectible side of it. But otherwise, other than that, I'm, out there doing the thing at comic conventions. Golden Perfect and Crisis. I have the other one from you. Okay. Golden Perfect and Crisis. So you had the Divided We Fall. Well, good for you! Sorry. New FOMO video today. I think you guys will like this one. Thunderbolts Civil War. $5. Oh, man, that sucks, Chris Nash. So our third show should probably be an evening show then, huh? Well, let's try it. Next week we'll try and do an evening show. Maybe I'll do Thursday next week. I have Voltron, Legendary Defender. The graphic novel. I remember buying this from Max. He was a little boy, and we watched Voltron together. I really liked that show. The first 2 seasons of that show were magic. This is going to go for just $5. Captain America and the Mighty Avengers, Last Days. That's going to go for $5. Deadpool Institutionalized, $5. Deadpool X Marks the Spot, $5 on this. Voltron off to Replica Volume 1, The Transfer. I believe this is signed by, if I'm not mistaken, Paul Jenkins. Did he sign this? It's on the back of it. Thought I had him sign this. I guess not. Either way, Replica Volume 1. It's going to go for $5. And I'll read what the book is about for you guys so you can kind of get a sense of what it's about. So, meet Trevor Churchill, an Earth-born peacekeeping agent on the intergalactic hub known as the Transfer. When Trevor's already near impossible assignment becomes a bit too much for the errant detective, he turns to one logical approach: replication. More of a good thing can't hurt, right? A single clone could be helpful, but unfortunately the replication process doesn't go as planned. So it's kind of like Multiplicity, but with detectives. It's going to go for $5. You guys remember that movie with Michael Keaton? Brad Meltzer, Identity Crisis. You guys remember this? Great series, by the way. I really loved Identity Crisis. Had some really cool Mike Turner covers here. Great artwork inside by Rags Morales. Hardcover bound book, normally $25. You can get it for $5. That's a steal. The Invincible Iron Man War Machine. This is going to go for $5. Identity Crisis is off to Rudy. Rudy, how you doing, man? yesterday I woke up and I had some like really bad plantar fasciitis. I was just having a really hard time standing, and I went and trained yesterday, which I probably shouldn't have done, but I'm actually glad I did. Because the thing about it is I'm not training because I'm planning to get into like a fight or anything like that. It's more about like mental preparation, and it applies very much to what I do at conventions. Like I have had to do shows where I had gout attacks, and I would be on the floor standing for 10 hours a day with gout, and it sucked. This was a long time ago, and I had some really bad like physical issues. And here's the thing, no one gives a crap that I have gout. Just like if I end up in a situation where I have to defend myself, no one's going to care that I have plantar fasciitis. So I went in yesterday, and it was actually good because my instructor told me what I needed to do to heal it, and it actually worked. So that was good. But I was basically it was a fighting class yesterday, so we were all sparring, and I could barely move, and I was just taking kicks to the side and the knees and punches to the head. Sucked, but I can take it. I'm pretty durable. I'm pretty good at getting hit. A basketball player, but here's the thing, though. In all honesty, it makes me a lot more alert when I'm at conventions too. It's like I'm paying more attention. I can see more because that's what Krav Maga classes do. They disorient you, so you're paying attention to everything that's going on around you, and you have to do the same thing at comic conventions. There's a reason why I can stand in front of my table. It's not a practice I really recommend people do. The reason why I can do it is because I'm very observant of what's going on. Part of that is making sure that I do not ever take sales from my neighbors at a convention. That is not something I do. I only pitch people if we make eye contact. That's it. But I've also been trying to get in different booth spaces too, so I can kind of like expand a little bit. And one thing I hate is being on an inline in Artist Alley. It sucks. I can do it, but it sucks. I'm built like a basketball player. No, I wish I was. I have Thor, The World Eaters by Matt Fraction. This is going to go for $5. And Thor, The Warriors 3, the complete collection. That's going to go for $5. Well, you kind of have to. It is a sport. I mean, like you're out there pushing it, and it's very different than like, reselling. Like even this is still pretty intense. This is actually what I would say is like the best training for going to a convention, because like at a convention, you're in the business of, like trying to convince someone to spend money with you. So it's like, you're in the business, you can kind of go with the flow and get rejected or whatever needs to happen will happen. But, here it's like people aren't going to buy something unless they want it. So it's like, it's good preparation for it. But the difference at conventions too is you're feeding off of the energy of people. Here, there's no one around for me to feed off of. So I'm kind of like burning out. It's really kind of like jogging on a treadmill for 2 straight hours. Even though you guys keep it lively, your claims are what, keep things going. But it's like, I'm like a laptop that's not connected to like a power or to an outlet right now. I'm like running out the natural battery. But like at a convention, there's just so many people. It's like being connected all the time. It's interesting. I just wish I could connect myself to Sarah Michelle Gellar. Wait, I might crutches tell you. All right, Replica and Thor's Warrior 3. I've been watching a lot of South Park with the boys, and we watched a cripple fight last week when Jimmy came on and he told his joke. I just flew into South Park. Boy, are my crutches tired. Wow, what a wonderful audience. I love Jimmy, and I love Timmy. I love them both. Superior Iron Man, Volume 2. It's going to go for $5. Roberto, I have read this. Have you read Superior Iron Man? What are your thoughts on this? We have to talk about Superior Iron Man at some point. And where does it go from there? Because it kind of ended abruptly. and kind of led into what was it, Secret Wars, but then I never really picked up from there. Oh my God, Cribble Fight is my favorite episode of all time, and my favorite thing about it was the Scoutmaster was like, "Now it's time for naked pictures." We're gonna take naked pictures in case we need them for later. That was awesome. Man, there, honestly, the Krav Maga music that I hear at the studio is always like Korn or like Disturbed. It's like always something like that, and they actually do play like very loud, distracting music that's like meant to like throw you off. It's not like you're gonna hear like Enya when you're taking a Krav class. It's it's there to shock and disorient you. All new Ghost Rider Legend is going to go for $5, and this is it for my $5 trades. I have nothing left. You guys have already kind of like I've gone through everything. So I guess we're gonna start going on back issues here in just a second. But I want to give you guys a chance to make any claims you might have. And since our room is a bit fuller now, I'm going to actually go over the bottom row one more time, because before it wasn't. All right. Bottom row books. I'm going over them again right now. I have Amazing Spider-Man 260. Very fine on this. $10 on this. All right, the Avengers. All right, so you want the other Thor. And any Avengers I've got. Okay. There's a lot of Avengers, I think. So we got Uncanny Avengers. And I think that's, and Secret Avengers. It's got those. And then I have Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. Does that count, David Moore? Let me know. Yep, that's exactly how it goes. Well, the thing is like I hope I never get into a fight. In all honesty, I'm not like I never did. Honestly, what got me to start doing this was I needed another activity to do. Like I was noticing, like last year was very much a rebuild year for me, and in the sense that I was starting my life over and things like that. And once things kind of like stabilized, I was like, I need to do something to keep myself busy and active. And I always like martial arts because it's like you're not just like exercising, you're also kind of like learning things. You're learning new skills. So I started doing Krav Maga in like 2008, and that was actually like a period when I lost a lot of weight because the trainers over there were really good. But yeah, I stopped going because I got really busy, and then my life kind of went crazy. But now I'm back there, and it's been great, and it's a great place to meet people too. So I've made a lot of friends over there. All right, Cap Avengers 2. It's a great place for everything except for listening to Enya music. Unfortunately, there is no Enya music over there. I'm really disappointed about that. Sail away, sail away, sail away. No one wants Deadpool, or it rhymes with lust. It rhymes with crust. What's wrong with you people? All right. I have Fantastic Four 192 going for $5. Daredevil 231 going for $5. This is a steal. I don't know how this is still here. I have no idea why I'm holding on, why this didn't sell the first time I showed it, and why it's still here. Lois Lane 104 is going to go for $5. Crypt of Shadows, number 7 is going to go for $5. Barack Obama, The Road to the White House. How is this still here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how he's holding up 5 fingers? There are 5 amendments in the Constitution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, he calls Daredevil. Daredevil is gone. Ghost Rider number 1. Don't treat Ghost Rider like you would The Flash. He doesn't deserve that. $5 on that issue. Venom number 1 is going to go for $10. Spawn number 4. How do I still have this? Like, seriously, early Spawn going for... I don't understand if I was selling this for $10. I would totally get it, guys. I could see you all being like, I gotta find that. This is $5 freaking for Spawn number 4. And it's in really good shape. Don't be an idiot and miss out on that deal. $5. I should probably just keep that for myself. Marvels number 4 is going to go for $8. I would sell it for 10, but I'm going to do it for 5. Captain America 222. That's going to go for 20 or best offer. 20 or best offer. This is a VF Plus on this newsstand copy of Captain America 222. Spawn gets claimed. Finally. All right. Joe Hardy, I have some more Spawn for you. Let me know if you want to take it. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. We got to clear out of these books because next week, guys, I'm going to go do some shopping. And I love doing shopping because that's where I find the new stuff. If I have to keep reselling the same old stuff over and over again, that is no bueno. No bueno. Joe, I also have Spawn number 3 going for $5 and Spawn number 18. This is actually the first issue of Spawn I ever read in my life, going for $5. You get them both for an extra 10. Let me know if you want to throw them on. Captain Marvel number 2 is going to go for $3. Lois Lane off to Heath Hoxie. Okay, you just need 18? You don't want 3? Lorena, what's up? I still have plenty of trades. I'll go through them in a second for you. Let me just finish up on the bottom rack here. You got 3. Okay, cool. All right, Conan the Barbarian number 73, $5 on this, and Comics Interview 54 going for 5. All right, so that's bottom row. We'll put these books back up. We moved some stuff, so that's good. Sail away, sail away. Roberto, now I got Enya stuck in my head. And 2 more. I have some nostalgia for you guys. Conan off to sweet. D takes Conan. Back to the Future number 1 subcover A, gonna go for $5. And the Blade 2 official movie adaptation is gonna go for $5. I had it priced at 10. It's going for 5 now. We got a Tim Bradstreet cover. Everybody liked Blade 2. Some motherfuckers always trying to skate uphill. Okay? You can Skate uphill for only $5 now. I'd pay to skate uphill. I don't know about you guys, but I would. The Champions number 12. Newsstand copy going to go for $3. $3 on the Champions number 12. Okay. Lorena, oh wait, one more thing. And then for Lorena, I'm going to go over the graphic novels one more time. So I have Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. This is going to go for $15 today for Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Get it all for $15. Okay, Champions is off to Roberto. We are moving stuff. This is great. Moving in and grooving. Finally got rid of that book. Silhouettes on the waves, on the waves. Infinity Inc. number 21. We got Roy Thomas and Todd McFarlane. This is going to go for $3 right now. How can you pass this up? Roy Thomas and Todd McFarlane. $3. All right, now I'm going to go over all the trades again, and I'm doing this for Lorena. We're going to be real quick about it. And keep in mind, guys, I came here with a box of books, an entire short box of graphic novels. This is what remains, which is probably like about, say, a third of a short box. So you guys did pretty good. You know what? I agree with Tori. It's totally okay. And I actually have some Sandman books for sale today. You could still appreciate the work of someone, even if they, as a person, did something that was deplorable like Neil Gaiman did. You know, like, look at how I treated Sarah Michelle Gellar. You guys totally forgive me and like still buy comics from me because I'm selling you guys good comics. Same thing with like Jennifer Aniston. You know, like I breathed through a window at a restaurant and told her to make me a sandwich. You're still buying comics from me. That only kind of sort of happened. Never. All right. I have Deadpool Institutionalized and Deadpool X Marks the Spot going for $5 apiece. Thunderbolt Civil War. I have Green Arrow Crawling Through the Wreckage. X Factor Special Prisoner of Love. Oh, Billy. Astonishing X-Men Monstrous and Ghost Box by Warren Ellis and Simone Bianchi. JLA Divided We Fall. The Picture of Dorian Gray. I got one copy of this left. All New Ghost Rider Legend. Superior Iron Man. It Rhymes with Lust. Trust that the crust on this book is a good deal. All right. It's from Dark Horse. Artwork looks really good. Let's see who drew this. Matt Baker and Ray Osrin. It's by Drake Waller. Oh, look, there's a forward in here by your mom. All right. Sorry. Dorian Gray's off to Joe Hardy. Incorruptible, Volume 2 is going to go for $5. Journey to the Center of the Earth, the graphic novel adaptation, $5. Okay. Did you want both the Deadpools, Lorena? And JLA. Are we doing both the Deadpools? Okay, cool. Incredible Hercules, the Mighty Thorcules, $5. Hardcover bound book. Guardians of the Galaxy Through the Looking Glass, $5 on this. Guardians of Nowhere, War Zones, $5. Leon the Extraordinary, $5 on this. And finally, I have 52, the novel adaptation of 52, which is normally a $15 book. It's going to go for $5. The novelization of 52. Look what you guys just did. That went from a third to a quarter now for sure. That is all that remains. Now in my stock, I probably have enough to do maybe 1 or 2 more boxes of graphic novels at the $5 price point. I might do, oh yeah, of course. All right, Hercules and Guardians and 52. Hercules and Guardians. Did you want Guardians of Nowhere too, or just Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh yeah, she said both. Okay, got it. Never mind. Okay, you guys almost ready for this FOMO video? Today's FOMO video is going to kick ass. You guys are going to really appreciate this. We are 3 minutes away from FOMO time. So even if you have to go, tell everybody to shut up, because in 3 minutes I'm going to be airing that new FOMO video. It's going to rock your world. Wow, guys, this is great. I really appreciate this. We have moved through a significant amount of trades today. This is excellent. This is going to make my consolidation a lot easier. And there will be a point. I know there will be a point, because there always is, when I'll be able to get more graphic novels for you guys. It's just going to take me a little bit of time, but I will always be on the lookout for more. And if anybody else has any trades that they want to pick up right now, feel free to make a claim here. Some good stuff there. And by the way, that Adventures of Captain America book, this set here, this is some really good stuff. I mean, it looks really great. I really want to grab them. Trading post-Ava here. Huh. I don't know what that means, but cool. So what we're going to do in just a moment here, we're going to do FOMO books. And then after we do FOMO books, I'm going to be busting out a brand new collection of $2 books. This is a restock. So this is all new stuff, $2 back issues, keeping it nice and cheap for the second hour of our show. And I'm going to try and get trades for every Friday if I can make it happen. There's another collection that's not too far away from me. The guy's had his books out there, but the price points need to make sense for me in order to make the drive out there and get them. I want to be able to sell them at $5. I don't want to have to flip them for more than that, because then it becomes a little bit harder. Okay, I got you. You're busting out the Italian accent. I have a Midwest accent. All right. Well, without further ado, it is time for me to unveil something brand new on here. You guys get a look into the inner mind of all of my phenomenal creativity, which is unending and amazing. And I am so proud of myself always. Screw all these comics and everything like that. My creativity trumps it all. All right, you guys ready? Check it out. It's FOMO time.
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie! My God, like, shut up already.
All right, there you go, Tori. I did it for you. I would die for you. Tell me if you want me to. All right, there you go. Tori, I did it for you. I was like thinking as I was driving the other day, I was like, well, we can't, got to take Dan Schneider out of it. Dan Schneider's got to come out of the equation. It's too inappropriate. And I was like, well, the only person who could step in for him would be Oscar Krzyzek, who was like basically the Don Cheadle of like Kickin It. But then I was like, nope, there is somebody better, and it is Ezra Miller. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your new FOMO mascot, Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller! There we go. Back in business. Back in business. All right, FOMO books. Got some good ones today. I have Thanos and the Infinity Watch. This is the #1 annual, and it's going to go for just $5. Wolverine #50, which has one of the coolest double spreads ever in a comic. I want to show it to you guys right now because I can do that. It's my show. I can open up these books and I can do these things. But there's a really cool part where Wolverine gets the Muramasa blade and totally whoops Sabretooth's ass with this thing. Just have to remember where it's at. Where does he do it? Where did it happen? Trying to find it. I'm going to find it. I'm going to do it. There we go. This double spread is so badass. You see like how he slashes them up all the time? So cool. And there's like nothing left afterwards. And he gets revenge too. This is so in issue 41, Sabretooth, this ends the Sabretooth War. And so what happened was Sabretooth, he went across the multiverse and recruited a whole bunch of different Sabreteeth. And these variants of him went after Wolverine in the 616 timeline, and they killed his son and spelled out happy birthday with his limbs. It was really brutal. So Wolverine went to get revenge on him, but he also lost his healing factor at one point, and so he had to don this armor in order to fight Sabretooth. But then he gets his powers back in the end. And this is all towards the end of the Krakoa era, so there's a lot of messed up stuff happening here. This is a pretty thick book. It is awesome. I absolutely love this issue. It is going to go for just $5 today. $5 for Wolverine #50. The next book I have here is Wolverine Patch #1 by Larry Hama. That's going to go for $5. Multiversity #1 is going to go for $5. Ultimate Universe #1. This is the first appearance of Ultimate Wolverine, and it's a variant cover. This is going to go for $15. That's what it's going for on eBay right now. $15 on that. Night Thrasher #1 is going to go for $5. Origin Part 2 of 6. This is going to go for $5. This was the issue where you find out that James Howlett's actually Logan. And then I have Annihilation 2009 featuring Nova 2099. I believe this is a key issue. There's a first appearance here. That's going to go for $5. So these are your FOMO books. Do not be shy. Tori wants me to play the FOMO video again. I guess I'm going to have to do it. Who else wants me to play the FOMO video again? Real quick. Show of hands. Who wants to see the FOMO video again? Yes, no, maybe so. Well, the hell with it. You guys are going to get to see my brilliance again, so shut up!
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash
And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie.
Oh my God, like, shut up already.
I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. Seriously, I love her. She's amazing. I would marry her. Steve Rogers, Captain America #6. Getting ready to read this series here. You know, when this first came out, there was such a backlash over Hydra Cap. In fact, I remember seeing a video online of someone taking that first issue and setting it on fire and posting it on social media. Like, oh, this is how bad Captain America comics are now. But if you read all of what Nick Spencer has been building up with Captain America in that technically 50-issue run, first he was working on Sam Wilson Captain America, and he had planned to make Steve Rogers come back as an evil personality from the get-go, because what was happening was Maria Hill had been using the Cosmic Cube to basically rehabilitate criminals. And she was basically rewriting their personalities and everything. So it ended up where Steve Rogers at that point was old, and he was now Commander Rogers, so he was working for S.H.I.E.L.D. He was kind of like stepping in for Nick Fury. And they all got captured by Baron Zemo, who led like this revolt to like free all the prisoners. And in the process of that, Sam, as Captain America, and the Winter Soldier, they rescued all the prisoners or all the captives, all the hostages. And in that time, not only was Steve reverted to being young again, but that's when he became Hydra Cap. So Steve actually, there's a whole reason of explanation of how that happens in issue 6 of Sam Wilson Captain America from that series. So it was all planned. It wasn't just like, hey, let's just throw this out there and make this work. It was all planned to be like a temporary thing. But the reason why I've been reading a lot of this Hydra Cap stuff is because I do believe that Hydra Cap is going to show up in either Doomsday or Secret Wars in the film, because apparently Chris Evans is coming back for another role in the Marvel Universe, and this would be the role for him. I mean, he's not going to be Captain America anymore. He's already given that up. But Hydra Cap, totally, and it would work. It would be like a one-time thing. It would be great. And here's another cool thing about it. Dr. Doom and Captain America teaming up in that way would be similar to how they teamed up as Iron Man and Captain America. So I'm all for this series, and I think you should be too. Jump on this. Don't sleep on this. This is a Civil War II tie-in, but great series. It's going to go for $2. I'm really looking forward to finally being able to read it. But that was what I was hunting for in December, was Steve Rogers Captain America books, and I completed my run. I was so happy I was able to do it. Yes, she is. That image of her, Tori, was from the Dexter prequel. She's aged well, actually. She is totally Susan Sarandon-ing it up. All right, I have Steve Rogers Super Soldier #1. This is the #1 annual. It's going to go for $2. I have Invincible Iron Man #16, 17, 19, and 20. This is going to go for $8. Roberto, if you're still around, did you read Fractions Iron Man? What were your thoughts on this Iron Man? I Make Boys Cry #2. I mean, I don't make boys cry. I mean, I can. I make my boys cry, but I don't make other boys cry. $2. Not into that. I don't play games. I have Star Trek #10, cover A. That's going to go for $2. Outlaws #1, #2, and #3. The Legend of the Man Called Hood. $6. Looks like a Robin Hood retelling. Interesting. Like a Neo Robin Hood story. Looks like it takes place in modern times. There's like his commandos, which would be, you know, his merry men. That's cool. Yeah, Outlaws off the David Moore. The Brave and the Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman #1 is going to go for just $2 right now. Cool cover. That's all I have to say about it. I haven't read it. Gambit and the Externals #1, #2, and #3. Now, Gambit's a character you guys should not be sleeping on at all right now. Gambit is a character you should be paying very close attention to, because after Chafing Tatum's incredible performance as Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, it has been confirmed that he is going to be coming back as Gambit. And I'm assuming they're going to be making an X-Men movie at some point. And he did just such a spectacular job capturing the role of that character. So I think we're going to be getting a lot of Channing Tatum as Gambit. So this is the time to grab your Gambit books. Gambit and the Externals #1 through 3 is going to go for just $6 right now. If ever there was an impassioned plea to grab these books. I have Superboy #9 and #10 going for $4. D. Hauser takes the Gambits. Sweet. Sleepwalker #8 is $2. Another character we have not seen show up yet in the MCU. $2 on this. And here's the reason. It's not because of the speculation that you guys should buy these books, right? Like, it's not the point that, hey, they're going to make a movie out of this, so buy these books now so that you can sell them more for later. No, the point is that buy them now, just like I'm buying that Steve Rogers Captain America series, so you can read the books now and appreciate the movie even more later. Or get them now cheaper, because later on they might be more expensive. That's the whole point. I have Teen Rex from Big Bang Comics #5. Looks like some Kirby-inspired work here. $2. Hoax Hunters from Heavy Metal. This is going to go for $2. So this is done by Michael Morecci and Steve Seeley. Steve Seeley is Tim Seeley's brother. They come up. These guys were Chicago-based, and they came up with a really cool concept for a comic. It was like it's about these show hosts who disprove, different types of myths. They're like mythbusters on the air, but in reality, they actually are trying to silence the world from knowing about these myths, which actually do exist. So it's pretty interesting stuff. And Heavy Metal published it for a little bit. Christian DeBari did the interiors for this. It's a really gorgeous book. It's going to go for $2. Perfect jump on point to $2 for Hoax Hunters. Recommended. Fantastic Four #4, $2. DC Infinite Frontier #1, #2, and #3. That's going to go for $6 for the Infinite Frontier. I have Green Lantern Corps, Edge of Oblivion, #2 of 6, $2. Ray and the Future Force, #21 is $2. Uncanny X-Men #1 is $2. Iron Cat #2 and #4 are $4. Iron Cat. Black Cat in her own Iron Man suit. That's pretty cool. $4. She's got her little luck powers. True Believers, Rebirth of Thanos, number 1, $2. Lab Raider, number 1 from Black Mask is going to go for $2. Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, number 2 is $2. Chris Starr, Crystal Warrior, number 9, $2. And then I have Black Panther, number 40, that's going to go for $2. The Man Called Axe, number 1 is going to go for $2. And I have Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 2. This is part of the other storyline. That's going to go for $2. And I don't have a single claim on FOMO books. Not a single freaking farkin' claim. Unacceptable. You guys are hating on these books like you can't imagine. So here's what I'm going to do with them. We're going to lower the price on some of these FOMO books. I want to move these. I want to do it now. So let's make it attractive. Yeah, I know Iron Man's in it, but and Jed McKay wrote it too, right? I remember when it was coming out. I just never had any interest in it. I'm reading so many ongoings right now. It's like crazy anyway. All right. I have Annihilation to 2099 featuring Nova 2099. I had this at $5. We're now going to do it for $3. Let's move it. Origin, number 2 of 6, $5 down to $3. Let's move it. Night Thrasher 1, $5 down to $3. Let's move it. Multiversity, number 1, $5 down to $3. Let's move it. Wolverine Patch, number 1, $5 down to $3. Again, let's move it. Wolverine number 50, $5 down to $3. Let's get it out of here. Thanos in the Infinity Watch annual, $5 down to $3. And then finally, I have Ultimate Universe number 1. Now look this book up online. This is the first appearance of Wolverine 2099. It's going for $15. If you throw me an offer that's realistic, I might come down on the price. Okay, Nova's off to D. Someone grab this Origin. How is no one taking this? This is like an awesome book. Patch is off to Lorena. Okay, so we got two of our FOMO books are gone. We still have 6 left. I have Night Thrasher going for $3. Multiversity going for $3. Wolverine 50 going for $3. You are not going to find this cheaper than on Kickin It. Thanos and the Infinity Watch annual number 1, $3 on this. Origin number 2 of 6, $3 on this. Ultimate Universe 1, first appearance of Ultimate Wolverine. That's going to go for $15, maybe best offer if you throw me a decent offer. Wolverine 50 is off to Lorena. Good. So now we got 5 FOMOs left. Night Thrasher 1, $3. Multiversity 3. Thanos Infinity Watch annual number 1, $3. Origin number 2, $3. This, I can't believe this hasn't sold yet. This is actually driving me nuts. I'm more, it's the price that's getting me on this. It's like, and I promise you guys this, if no one claims this at $3 by the end of this show, within the next 41 minutes, the next time you see this book, I will raise the price and I will keep it at $5. I promise you. And then I have Ultimate Universe number 1, Origins. D, you are a smart man. Very smart man. Grab anything Wolverine right now. That is a book to own. First off, because the character is awesome. That's first and foremost. But also because the books are going for way cheaper than they should be right now. Night Thrasher, Multiversity, Thanos Infinity Watch, all going for just $3. The last one that hasn't gone yet is Ultimate Universe 1. You were hoping and praying for a rage sale today. Well, we sold through half of the FOMO books. That's good. Happy to see that happen. That's always a good thing. There's some fun stuff coming up here, guys. Lots of good $2 books. All right, Ultimate. Wolverine off to D. Thank you, D. That's actually a really good story. So Ultimate Universe #1 is actually, you really have to follow everything that's been going on in the Ultimate series so far, but it is about Nick Fury and not Sam Jackson Nick Fury. It's, Hasselhoff Nick Fury, the white Nick Fury. Because in this universe, it's the old Nick Fury. So you should really read it. It's a good one-shot story. And everything is so different in this one in this universe, because the maker, who's the Ultimate version of Reed Richards from the original Ultimate line, he redid all of history. So the mutants are all living in Russia, actually. And that kind of ties into what happens with Ultimate Wolverine. All the mutants live in Russia. And Russia is run by Colossus and Omega Red. Really good stuff. The Hoff. That's exactly right. The Hoff. All right. 3 FOMO books left. Night Thrasher, The Multiversity, and Thanos and the Infinity Watch Annual, all going for $3. Demon Wars #1, that's going to go for $2. Sabretooth and Mystique #1 is going to go for $2. Who would you guys cast as Sabretooth now? Like, who would be a good person to play Sabretooth now? I thought Liev Schreiber was a great Sabretooth, actually. Savage Dragon Martial Law, Fear Loathing #1, $2. Superman #15 and #21. That's going to go for $4. Sinister War #4 is going to go for $2. Avatar Adapt or Die #1 of 6. And I have 2 copies of 2 of 6. They're all going for $2. Shadow the Bat #26 is $2. An X-Men Adventure, Logan Shadow Society, $2 on this. This is such a steal. Let's open this book up so you guys can see it. First off, you got Howard Mackey on plot, Mark Jason on the script, and Tom Coker and Keith Aiken and Octavio Corellia are the artists. Very 90s book. Very 90s book. And it's got a price tag of $6 on it. But right now you can get it for just $2. $2 on Logan Shadow Society. Punisher #23, #43. That's going to go for $4. Okay, Logan's off to now. Spider-Girl #15 is $2. Nova Annihilation Scourge tie-in #1 is $2. Namor the Submariner #1 is $2. Spider-Man 2099 #17 is $2. Lunar Room #1 is $2. #2 is $2. #3 is $2. If you get them all, it's $6 for the Lunar Room. Okay, I have Contest of Chaos. The X-Men Annual #1 is going to go for $2. Kent Menace Quarterly. This looks interesting. It's a pretty thick book. It's going to go for $2. Looks like an indie published book from Brilliant Enterprises. So you definitely could say it's a brilliant book. $2. And then I have Doctor Strange: The End #1 going for $2. Well, you don't know when we can't see. I got Magic Carpet Ride stuck in my head. All right, here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take down all the $5 trades. I'm going to run through them one last time in case there's something else you guys might want. Don't have that many left. We're going to fill up the double rack. And then I think I'm going to try and sell off the double rack today. We'll do a double rack deal. All new Ghost Rider Legend is going to go for $5. Journey to the Center of the Earth is $5. What's up, Eddie? Leon the Extraordinary is $5. It Rhymes with Lust is going to go for $5. Thunderbolts Civil War Time is $5. The X Factor Special Prisoner of Love is $5. Astonishing X-Men Monstrous and Ghost Box, both are $5. Incorruptible Volume 2 is going to go for $5. And Superior Iron Man Volume 2 is going to go for $5. Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, Chris actually got to listen to some music with me when he came up to NOLA. One thing you guys may or may not know about me is I really love live music. And whenever I have free weekends, meaning when the kids aren't around, I'm always going to listen to live music somewhere. My friends and I are always going out. We're always looking for like free venues, and we find all kinds of stuff. And there's just so many things out there, and we don't even have to go to the Chicagoland area. Chicago is actually where you're going to pay for it, but like out in the suburbs, it's like all free. We actually had Hoobastank came out last year to Arlington Heights, which is like the neighboring town over, and I got to, see them live for free. That was awesome, and I liked Hoobastank in early 2000s. They were a great band. And then there was live music after that. The after party was even better than the actual. Well, it wasn't better. It was just less crowded, more adults. With Hoobastank, they brought in so many people, but the entire place was filled up. But yeah, my friends, they're big junkies for that. We listen to a lot of country live music too, so big fan of all of it. Steampunk music, of course. Steampunk country music. Eddie, how you doing, man? It has been a long time. I have Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme #1 going for $2. Hit Girl #12 is $2. I have been invited by a lady friend of mine. She's taking me to this Broadway horror thing. It's like a Conjuring Broadway show in Chicago. I'm really looking forward to this. It looks really cool. It sounds really cool. Hey man, I'm doing good. I have no complaints. I got my health. I got my business. I got you guys. Everything's good. As long as I got all these things, I'm good. Iron Man 2020 #1, #2, and #3. That's going to go for $6. $6 on all three of these for Iron Man 2020. #1, 2, and 3. X-Force #7 is $2. Warlock Rebirth #1 is $2. Morbius, the Living Vampire versus Spider-Man #3, that's $2. Adventures of Superman 632 is $2. Suicide Squad #2 is $2. Batman 483 is $2. And look at that. We got a double rack. If you want this double rack right now, I'm going to count how many comics there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 17, 18, 23, 24, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 46, 47, 49, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 61. 61 comics at $25. That is 41 cents a book. 41 cents a book. If you grab the double rack, it is $25. I will give you guys a shot at grabbing these books just so I can get them out of here and buy some more. The more bulk I move, the more bulk I buy. You know the deal. Give you guys just one more second here. All right. One more minute here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take all this down. Break sale. You don't know what we will find. Let me take you on a magic carpet right now. You don't know. It's me getting all rake sale on you guys. Well, while I'm taking this down, I guess I should air the Warlion 3 trailer for you guys so you don't have to see me like doing all that. Here, I'm gonna air the Warlion 3 trailer.
From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved, I loved alone. From every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent to the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain. From the lightning in the sky, of a demon in my view.
Christopher Walken. No, actually, what I did was I went online and what was the main inspiration for this, by the way, for this trailer was the 28 Years Later trailer. If you guys saw that, I loved that. I thought it was so great. It was so genius. And what I found out when I watched that trailer was it was there's a poem being narrated. It's a Rudyard Kipling poem about war, and in fact, they actually recited this poem to soldiers in order to teach them to help them cope with like torture scenarios because of the monotony of the poem. And if you listen to it, it's like boots, 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 walking up and down again. And it's meant to be like, you know, to build the scenario of like what actually being in war is like. You're marching forward, and there's another part where it says there's no discharge from the war. There's never a discharge from the war. You just keep moving and moving and moving. You know, don't look at what's in front of you. You know, like don't pay attention to the people getting blown up in front of you. Just keep marching. Boots, boots, boots. You know, and this poem like drove people insane. And seeing it in this 28 Years Later trailer is like, holy crap, like whatever they're doing with this movie, the way they're promoting it, I'm on board. I want to go see this movie. So, you know, we all are inspired by something. So when it came to the Warline trailer, I was like, what kind of themes would play into the story of Warline 3 and or just in Warline in general? And one of the main themes of Warline is solitude. And so I found another poem. This was an Edgar Allan Poe poem, and it's called Alone. And I went online and I found someone who was narrating it, and then I just found the right royalty-free music, and then built my trailer through that. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I worked all night on that trailer. It was a good time. There's the secret. You guys see the secret sauce of how trailers get made. You're supposed to excite people, get people interested in what's coming. But the one thing I learned a big lesson in my Kickstarter campaign, because when I started with the Warline 2 trailer, I don't know, do I still have the Warline 2 trailer? I think I do. I should still have the Warline 2 trailer. Well, not here. That's weird. So, the Warline 2 trailer was a bit more ominous. So like if you hadn't read issue 1, you probably wouldn't have like any idea of it. And if you've never heard of the series before, you'd have no idea of the context of the trailer. So I went on, I submitted my book for review on this, this channel called Action Lab Comics. And what they did was they, I don't know, it was Action Lab or something like that, Action something. And they actually look at different Kickstarter campaigns and decide which one that they're going to back. You know, and they also provide commentary too. And the commentary I got on mine was that there wasn't enough information about what Warline was just based off that trailer. So I'm not sure if that trailer is going to be enough for the Kickstarter campaign. I might actually have to change things up a little bit. But with Warline 3, we're going to be doing convention exclusives first, and then we're going to do a campaign probably in the summertime. Pre-orders for Warline 3, I will be taking them next month, probably sometime in February. Right now, my focus is just on finishing the book. We have about 18 pages left to color, so we're like past the halfway point, which I'm like super thrilled about. I got a whole bunch of pages this week, and this book is turning out absolutely stunning. I am so happy with More Lion 3. So once we get all of the colored pages in, we're gonna go and we're gonna get a special edition of it done for Emerald City this year. So I'm really excited about that. All right, what's up, Philip Ragusa? How you doing? I have De-Evolution number 3 going for $2. Star Branded Night Mask number 1 is $2. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 2 is $2. Superman Wonder Woman number 21 is $2. Green Arrow number 42 is $2. Leviathan Dawn number 1 is $2. It's by Bendis and Malieve. Aquaman Rebirth number 1 is $2. Aquaman number 13, 17. That's going to go for $6 for all those. Suicide Squad number 4 is $2. Punisher number 32 is $2. X-Men number 10 is $2. Symbiote Spider-Man number 5, Crossroads, is going to go for $2. The Plunge number 3 is going to go for $2. Planet of the Symbiotes number 2 is $2. History of the Marvel Universe number 6 is going to go for $2. Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 13 is $2. Machine Girl number 4 is $2. King Thor number 4 is $2. Scream Curse of Carnage number 1 is $2. Bitch Planet number 5 is $2. Okay. I have the Goddamned Before the Flood issue 2 going for $2. Hawkeye Freefall number 3 is $2. Jean Grey Phoenix number 1 is $2. Gotham Academy Yearbook number 18 is $2. Suicide Squad number 9 and number 10, that is $4 on that set. Legion 91 number 28 is $2. Legion 93 number 55 is $2. Hard Case number 2 and number 3 from Malibu, that's going to go for $4. The Hardcore number 7 is $2. Daredevil the Man Without Fear number 282 is $2. Car Warriors. Car Warriors. Car Warriors number 2 is $2. Looks like an interesting book here. Looks like a Glenn Fabry cover. For the Lynx. You guys remember the Jaguar Lynx? Or the Atari Lynx? There's the Atari Jaguar. It's one of the systems, but yeah. I never had a Jaguar. What a great name, though, for a system. The Jaguar. Nightwing 36 is $2. Firearm number 13. Firearm number 2 and number 13. That is $4. Mercy Sparks Year 1 number 1 is $2. Peter Parker the Amazing Shutterbug number 1. We got a variant edition here going for $2. Thunderbolts number 9, $2. And now something controversial for you guys. Let's see if we can move these books here. I have Sandman, Season of Mist, number 7. This is Sandman number 28, 29, number 30, number 31, and number 32. Now, I understand that there's a huge backlash against Neil Gaiman, but that doesn't change the fact that he's a great writer, as Tori said. If you've never read any of his comics, there's a chance to grab some of the stuff. All these Sandman books are going to go for $10. And I assure you, Neil Gaiman is not going to see a penny of the sale of these books. This is all going into my pocket. And I'm donating it to the Onrie Trust Fund that doesn't support douchebags. Sandman. I think I just killed the sale with that. Now no one wants the Sandman books. I'll hold on to them. It's okay. I dropped the ball there. The Hacker Files, number 10 and number 11. That's going to go for $4. Fantastic Four by Dan Slott, number 1, is going to go for $2. Perfect jump on point. Spectacular Spider-Man, number 2, is $2. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 540, and number 558, and number 561, number 609, and the Giant Size Spider-Man, number 1, King's Ransom. That is a sweet set here. $10 for all these ASMs. $10 on the ASMs. Is it 10 or 12? No, 10. $10 for everything, yes, Lewis. $10 for that whole set. Typhoid number 3 is going to go for $2. OMAC number 1 is $2. For all the ASMs as well as all the Sandmans. I have the Flash number 231. Flash, $2. Deadpool 66, 68, and 69, bro! Deadpool 69. $6 on the Deadpools. Spectacular Spider-Man number 11, $2. Spider-Man number 63, part of the Greatest Responsibility, part 2 of 3, $2. Incoming number 1 is $2. X Factor number 1 is $2. Cable and X-Force number 2, $2. And number 3, $2. And number 4, $2. That'll be $6. $10 on the Sandmans. So I'll show you the Sandmans. Hold on. So for the Sandmans, I have issue 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. That is going to go for $10 as a set. This Amazing Spider-Man set is 540, 558, 561, 609, and Giant Size Spidey number 1. That is going to go for 10. So $10 on this. Are you interested in either or both? That'll be 20 for everything. Fantastic Four, 554, 555, 556, and 557. That is going to go for $8. $8 on all that. Okay. Sandman has been played by Lewis. I have the Fury of Firestorm number 22, number 45, number 77. That's going to go for just $6. I have Naughty List number 1 from Aftershock. That's going to go for $2. Justice Society of America number 7, Jeff Johns. That's going to go for $2. Really cool Alex Ross cover. Justice League Europe number 12. We got Metamorpho on the cover. $2 on this. Adventures of Superman 443 and 444 and 445 and 496 and 551. If you grab all these, it's going to go for $10. $10 on all those. And that is everything I have for sale for the $2 racks. I have 3 FOMO books left at $3 a pop, $3 FOMO. Night Thrasher number 1, Multiversity number 1, and Thanos and the Infinity Watch Annual number 1, all going for $3. These are all rack books that are typically going for cover price. So getting them at this price is a steal. 3, 3, and 3, that's $9 for all of them. And that is everything for our FOMO books. Now, since we have some time here, I'm going to go over our bottom row one more time. And then it'll be time for wheel spinning. I have Comics Interview number 54 going for $5. Infinity Inc. number 21 is going to go for $3. We got Roy Thomas and Todd McFarlane on here. Spawn number 3 is $5. It is my last remaining early Spawn book. Captain Marvel number 2 is $3. Captain America and the Falcon number 222. Very clean copy, very fine plus. Going to go for $20 or best offer. Marvel's number 4 is $8. Venom number 1 is going to go for $10. $10 on Venom number 1. Ghost Rider number 1 is going to go for $5. Amazing Spider-Man number 260 is going to go for $10. Fantastic Four 192 is going to go for $5. Crypt of Shadows number 7 is $5. Barack Obama number 1. I'm reducing the price of this book to $3 now if someone wants to take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. Blade 2 film adaptation, $5 on this. And Back to the Future subcover number 1 is going to go for $3 now as opposed to $5. Making those last minute deals for you guys. Make those claims. Night Thrasher number 1 is $3. The Multiversity is $3. Thanos and the Infinity Watch number 1 is $3. Annual. All these books, when you see them on Monday, or not Monday, Tuesday next week, are going to go for $5 a pop. They're all going to go for more. Last chance. Make it the claim. Okay. I'm going to show off our top rack books again. Once again, I have Adventures of Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. That's going to go for $15. I have these Future's End lenticular books here. Trying to get rid of these. They're going for $3 a pop. I have 2 copies of Batwoman, Earth 2, Superman, Infinity Man and the Forever People, Justice League United, Birds of Prey, Catwoman, and Aquaman, all going for $3. And then I have New X-Men number 114, the first appearance of Cassandra Nova, number 115, the first appearance of Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and number 116. This is all going to go for $30. $30 on these books. All right, we are coming close to the end of our show here, so I think it's time to spin the wheel of Skidbark. So let's do this.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skidbark.
All right, so Lorena, Dee, and David all get spins on the wheel. So Lorena, you're first. Lorena gets free swag. David Moore gets a free DC book. Lorena, I know what I'm going to give you. Don't worry. I'm going to hook David Moore up with the plunge. And then D, I'm hooking you up with a spin. D gets a free DC book as well. It gets Green Arrow, number 42. All right. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for shopping with me today. We've had a great week. I appreciate all of you very, very much. Getting back to live sales and seeing things come together like this is really important for me. So this has been the best week of the year that I've had so far. And I really need that win. So I promise you guys this. Next month, I don't have any conventions. It's a short month, but it's an important month because there's a lot of stuff I got to pay for. So I'm going to bring my best to you guys over the course of this, the rest of this month and the rest of and all of next month. I'm going to go out and buy some new stuff. I'm going to reshuffle some stuff. We're going to have some great shows next week. I appreciate all of you guys so much. Thank you for shopping with me. I'll be back on Tuesday next week, Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, we're going to do afternoon show again, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, you guys are telling me you like evening shows because you have to work during the day. So I'm either going to have a Thursday evening show or a Friday evening show next week. I'm going to think about it a little bit. Probably a Thursday evening show because Friday evening I want to go out and do stuff. So I'll figure it out, make it work, and I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for shopping with me today. If you have any questions about anything that hasn't sold and you're interested in making a claim, hit me up later. I will be here for you guys. Thank you so much. Invoices will go out today, and I will ship throughout the weekend. Thank you so much. Take care and have a great rest of your weekend.